नमस्कार, येवकार तुमकां. हालीं जे असेंब्ली सेशन चालू आशिल्ले बजेटाचे ते कर्टेल जाले आनी ताजे उपरांत दोन गजाली जाल्यो. दोन तरेची डिस्कशनां जाली. एक तरेची डिस्कशन जालें जे राजकारणा विशीं जालें. ओपोजिशन एकमेकाक कितें कितें म्हणपाक लागले. विजय वर्सीस युरी जालो, मागीर युरीन कितें म्हटलें विजयाक जुडास म्हटलो, ताका लागून परत प्रॉब्लेम सुरू जालो. आनी दुसरे तरेचें डिस्कशन जें सुरू जालें, जे एक्सपर्ट्स करपाक लागले की वेदर continuation of assembly would have violated model code of conduct which is in session right now because of Ponda by-elections. So तेन्ना आमी चिंतलें आमी बी आमच्या स्टुडियोन हाडून एक्सपर्टांक विचारचें की बाबा हें चलतालें काय ना म्हणून. सो आमचे कडेन वी हॅव टू बेस्ट पॉसिबल एक्सपर्ट्स इन गोवा हू कॅन कॉमेंट ऑन दीस. We have with us Cleofat Coutinho, expert who is constitutional expert आणि ह्या विशयाचेर कळटलें. आनी आमच्या बरोबर
थँक यू फॉर कॉलिंग मी हियर.
आनी आमच्या बरोबर आसा प्रभाकर तिंबले, फॉर्मर स्टेट इलेक्शन कमिशनर, एक्सपर्ट, कॉन्स्टिट्युशनल एक्सपर्ट. आतां आमची पॅनल मातशें हेवी. वी हॅव अ व्हेरी हेवी पॅनल. Okay, so sir, to start with you, ki tumka dista ki was it required, because I before we start I'll just quote what Vijay Sardesai raised point of order under rule 290, and he said the house is supreme in constitutional democracy, but if the ministers are given a go ahead to merrily make announcements using the assembly session platform, it unsettles the level playing field, vitiates the MCC and causes grave miscarriage of electoral justice to all stakeholders, more so the opposition.
So, model code of conduct is not the law. These are guidelines so that there is a level playing field. And when it comes to ministers, I will read out to you what it is. Once the MCC is in force, the ministers and other authorities are strictly prohibited from announcing new financial grants, laying foundation stones, or promising infrastructure projects like roads and drinking water. That means they cannot make new financial grants.
Okay.
In this case, the budget was already presented to the House. Already presented to the House. Secondly, at this time, budgets of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Gujarat, Nagaland and Tripura are in session. Before coming here, I tried to take the live footage. Day before yesterday, Karnataka was in session because yesterday was a holiday. Day before yesterday, Maharashtra has passed anti-conversion law. On 18th, Gujarat was adjourned because there was a bomb blast. All the three states, there are by-elections. In Gujarat, there is Umret, Karnataka, Bagalkot and Davangere, and Maharashtra, Rahuri, Baramati. There are also by-elections in Nagaland and Tripura. And all these places, budget sessions are on. So, according to me, in our case, it was not required for the budget session to be curtailed. All that could have happened is the ministers could have refrained from making such assurances which would affect Ponda area. But otherwise, there was no need at all. And in any case, keep in mind one thing, the budget has actually been passed. So what is the point of passing a budget without discussion?
Okay, so budget was
so it is, I can understand the budget was kept in abeyance. We have not kept the budget in abeyance. We have passed it.
कितें करपाचें तें फास्ट केलें इतलें.
See, look
Okay,
at the...
Sir, from your point of view.
Yeah, my point of view is model code of conduct पळय आसा तो लागू पडटा राजकीय पक्षांक आनी उमेदवारांक, कंटेस्टिंग कॅन्डिडेट्स आनीक प्रशासनाक, पब्लीक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स चड हे मॉडेल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट म्हणून तो लेजिस्लेचर आनी ज्युडिशरीक लागू पडना. सो code of conduct is more on the executive, not on the legislature and the judiciary.
ओके
मॉडेल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट जर आमी जर वाचलो प्रोविजन्स, प्रत्येक कोड इन दॅट मॉडेल कोड स्टार्ट्स विथ कसो एवरी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी एंड एवरी कॅन्डिडेट अशी म्हणून सुरवात जाता.
हय
नाल्यार नो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी एंड नो कॅन्डिडेट अशी म्हणून सुरवात जाता. देर इज नथिंग अबाउट लेजिस्लेचर एंड ज्युडिशरी देर. पूण एनीवे तूं बरें म्हणटा की विजयबाब सरदेसायान पॉयंट ऑफ ऑर्डर पळय काडली.
हय
हांव एलिगेशन करना, इट्स नॉट अ एलिगेशन, बट आय थिंक मे बी ही वॉज इल एडवायज्ड एक, or he did not know the rules, or next thing is there is also a needle of suspicion that there was some compulsion on him.
some compulsion.
At what compulsion is for the media to investigate. कित्याक हांवें आयकलां ते प्रमाणे there was some kind of a wave which came from Sakali to South Goa and which led to the shutter. आमगेले पळय नंदनवन पळय आसा, दॅट इज असेंब्ली. असेंब्ली लेट्स कॉल इट इन नंदनवन, ताजेर शटर देंवचे पडलें. सो मे बी ही वॉज अंडर सम कंपल्शन विच ही नोज, विच वी डोंट नो. बट आय डोंट.
Which came from Sakri to South Goa.
Some wave came, yeah. So how it is for you to investigate?
You are saying something, but you are not saying anything.
No, yeah, you can say I am not saying anything. It is the media's duty to investigate. Because media always says model code of conduct, model code of conduct. ताचे भितर तुमी मुखार वचत ना, तुमी मुखार वचा आनी इन्वेस्टिगेट करात. हें कशें जालें तें? You can ask Vijay Sir what made you to move that note?
Yeah, so precisely.
When I will tell you. Before moving the note, anybody could have taken a phone call with the chief secretary. They are IS officers, finance secretary. They know the rules. What noting they have made on the file? Have they made any noting, or they have not made any noting at all? AG could have been consulted. So there was in-house talent available.
Resources available.
Yeah. And then Digambar Bhau Kamath has clearly said the House is supreme. Now, is the Goa Assembly a department of the government for ECI to have a control on it?
No, here he's quoting, I'm just going by this. Attention is invited to ECI communication dated 15th March 26, addressed to Cabinet Secretary, Government of India, Chief Secretaries of poll-bound states and Chief Electoral Officers of poll-bound states, directing them to enforce MCC
that
guidelines.
That is what I am telling you, that the direction of ECI is to the executive. It is not to the legislature. It is to the executive, not to the legislature.
No, but
see, let us look at it another way. See, let us look at the words. Ministers and other authorities are strictly prohibited from announcing new financial grants. This is what it is.
So ministers are, म्हणजे ते फायदाच जाना न्ही. फाल्यां supposedly if you have a assembly is in session.
Are Baba, the proposals are already made to the House.
No,
by the finance minister.
You are talking about the budget.
Yes.
But there was also other business which could have come into discussion. Okay, just like some resolutions.
Correct.
Okay, wherein they have to promise. For example, even 39 H's वर प्रॉमिस केलें समज की बाबा आमी हें करता, इट कुड इन्फ्लुएन्स फोंडा वोटर्स अशें जावपाक शकता.
Correct.
Okay, which is wrong example though, but any
No, it is not wrong example, simply because that promise which the minister is giving must not sway the Ponda electorate. See, otherwise the model code of conduct is not enforceable anywhere except when offences are made.
So these promises are ideally, I'm trying to
yes. No, I will tell you another thing, Rupesh.
Also about
see,
policies.
It is this type of sermons by media that has emboldened the government in curtailing the House.
Okay.
Some media channels have said that the assembly could not function, they could not make assurances, they could not give financial grounds, and then the assembly would be useless, and that is why the assembly had to be adjourned. Why are the other assemblies in bigger states not getting adjourned?
Okay, so
nobody is asking that question.
There is also an argument.
Yeah, what I will tell you, see, what happens, in the House, what you do is macro planning. What influences the voter is micro decisions. म्हळ्यार फोंड्या भितर अमको रस्तो करप, इट कॅन इन्फ्लुएन्स. मॅक्रो प्लॅनिंग, आमी गोंयचे रस्ते बरे करपाक सोदतात, That doesn't influence a voter in Ponda
ना पूण
constituency.
DSSY स्किमी अंडर हांवें 4 लाखाचे 6 लाख करता.
But that is macro. That is macro. That is macro.
So
it doesn't. According to me, it doesn't violate the code of conduct. Micro. हम क्या distribute केल्यो. Distribute केल जाले. आणि तू आम्ही आता पळय म्हणतात न्ही की ministers should not announce schemes and all that. Fine. आता assembly ना न्ही काल दिगंबर कामत PWD मिनिस्टर ताणे बाळी वचून रस्त्याचे हॉट मिक्सिंग आपणे हार घाला म्हणजे सुरुवात आपण केल्या. ही शुड नॉट हॅव गॉन नो. इफ कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट इतकं सॅक्रोसेंट आणि आम्ही इतके नो बिकॉज ऑफ न्यू
Bali is not part of South Goa. Bali is part of Kushavati district.
No, is it I mean is it recognized right now by the election commission?
Model code of conduct, I think, is
South Goa.
South Goa.
South Goa.
And Bali is somehow not part of
Yeah,
South
but the place where he has
Bali is not in South Goa?
No, listen.
Kushavati district.
No, Bali is in Kungali constituency.
No, सांगता.
Okay.
Bali is in Kungali constituency.
It is not part of Kepe.
No.
Listen,
Okay,
no,
maybe.
it is. Listen, what is this? The place where he has inaugurated, that place falls in Kunkoli. मैं तो रॉस टू माय कुंकळीच्यान केपे वता. So major part of the road goes into Kepe constituency and little part of the road is Kokoli constituency. But even it's doubt किती करपाय तू वचप न्ही ती. If you firmly believe in model code of conduct of closing down an assembly, then you should not in any way be seen where the hot mixing is done.
So this is violation.
No, I'm not.
No, it is not a violation
I
at all.
am saying
See,
if you are so sacrosanct.
If you are so sacrosanct,
No,
then
according
you
to
should not
me,
do it.
modern code of conduct
according to me,
BJP
according to me,
okay.
see the whole problem is there. It is not an enforceable code, but a certain maryada has to be followed by ministers, and that maryada is so that the elections are free and fair, so that the honor of the election commission is maintained. By having a road done outside Ponda, it would not affect Ponda. So that would be the impact. So that will have to be.
Okay. Now we'll just take a break right now. We'll come back and we want to discuss about again back to assembly. What would have happened if assembly had to continue? So we are taking a very short break. We'll be back after this short break.
Lagi musi mai, melo kitre. Rasta पावस मरे.
जॉन बाब टायर झाल्या मरे ब्रेक आनी कशें लागतले
मुझे भाशे हड्डे जाले इथे.
हॉडी चेंज कर मरे
कितें?
टायर चेंज कर मरे
खंय चेंज केला बरे? येच योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस.
ओय योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस सगळे टायर सोल्युशन एका जाग्यार. नवे टायर्स विथ 5 years अनकंडिशनल वॉरंटी.
वाह
मॅगविल्स
वाह
टायर चेंज टायर सर्विस
वाह.
नायट्रोजन गॅस बिल अलाइनमेंट एंड बॅलन्सिंग
अरे वाह.
पेपरलेस बिलिंग आनी जायते हे सगळे बेस्ट प्राइस आनी एक्सप्रेस सर्विसां.
गाडी सारखी बटर आणि सर्विस सारखी फास्ट मरे.
फास्ट नो एक्सप्रेस योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस ऑपोजिट सनशाइन हॉस्पिटल आलेम हायवे मारगांव. आनी मग दोतरा घेवत मरे
होय.
दाने दाने में आरोग्य प्राप्तिरस्तु, दाने दाने में सौभाग्य प्राप्तिरस्तु. अमृत जैसा इसका स्वाद, ये है पौष्टिकता का प्रसाद. कण कण में पंचामृता, रग रग में पंचामृता, तन मन में पंचामृता, देश भर में पंचामृता, घर घर में पंचामृता प्राप्तिरस्तु.
शुद्ध भी, स्वाद भी, सेहत भी. पंचामृता खाओ, हेल्थी जियो.
नमस्कार येवकार तुमकां परत एकदा आफ्टर दीस व्हेरी शॉर्ट ब्रेक. सो वी वर डिस्कसिंग की असेंब्ली कर्टेल करपाची गरज आशिल्ली काय ना. अँड एज यू ऑल नो वी हॅव 2 experts with us, Prabhakar Timble, former state election commissioner and expert, and we have Adv Cleofat Coutinho, expert again. Sir, you are saying something key.
No. I was saying that, see, something happening outside Ponda would in no way affect Ponda. And even if a complaint is made that the code of conduct is violated, the election commission would see, would it sway the Ponda electorate? That would, so though the code of conduct is in full force, but finally
That is for entire district.
it is, otherwise it is for the entire district.
South district.
South district.
Okay.
Now, the whole question is that The Ponda electorate must not be swayed. And in any case, this is not an enforceable code. It does not bind anybody, but it is binding on parties, candidates and ministers so that the elections are free and fair.
So precisely, Anna, again I'm coming back to say,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
convinced of what you are saying.
No,
sir.
that is fine,
So
that's fine.
minister asa payani, to kide tari promise करतलोच. No, he cannot say ki na, or he will get a excuse. There are some ministers who give excuse ki courtan cases ha ulocha na म्हणून important cases achir. So hanga other they would have got a excuse na, code of conduct violate jatlo ha ulocha na. So assembly otherwise would have also run half-hearted.
Yeah, I will respond to that in two ways. One, the budget has been passed as Cleofat has said. So the entire budget has been passed after the code of conduct. So if you pass a budget when the code of conduct is in force without a discussion, now does it not violate the code of conduct? I'm just asking you this question. That is one.
Dada.
So according to me, it does not violate. But I'm just asking this question because we are now putting two micro questions. Nothing can, no code of conduct of election commission which is existing now, and in future also if they amend, can encroach on the rights and privileges and the independence of a state legislature or parliament.
Okay.
Election Commission of India has no power to draw any codes which will infringe on the freedom and independence of the house. And Sadhya code has Kaina. So there is no, house is different. When you come to implementation, you see.
But
I
will also.
You have missed one word,
No.
sir. You have missed one word in this
Yes.
entire thing.
Yes.
You cannot even have policies announcing schemes, policies,
No, they
and financial
use
decisions.
new financial grants.
So
New
policies
financial-
also.
Yes, see, the whole problem is that they should not make new announcements which will sway the electorate. Now, look at in our case, as we are repeatedly saying that the budget is in fact passed. The whole budget is passed. And I am repeating again, budget sessions in bigger states are on.
Yeah, no,
No, just tell me one thing. 2 days back, Maharashtra passed the anti-conversion law. Can you say that this will not affect the people of Baramati where elections are held? Can you say this? Can you say that that law should not have been passed because Baramati would be affected?
So we are arguing की ते करता म्हणून आम्ही करतो.
No, अशें ना.
No.
अशें कांयच ना.
Yeah.
See, the whole
Go
problem
ahead.
is, ते करता अशें कांय ना. But where is the bar for the ministers, for the legislature not to go ahead with their session?
Okay, आतून एक
See,
argument
I am very clear, and the people also should be clear who are listening to us, that the model code of conduct as it exists in the present form, and even if it is that form is changed later on, the ECI, Election Commission of India, cannot put any restriction on the legislature. Let's be clear on this.
Okay.
Let people be clear.
Sir, एक argument is
See, curtailing the session of an assembly is a big offense, and this, it's a bad decision. This cannot be considered as a precedent. आणि एक 5 वर्षांनी एक सिच्युएशन येतले and somebody will quote 2026 Pramod Sawant government had it is a president. This cannot be a president. Anything which is cannot be a precedent. Yeah.
See,
so this has been done because of our failure to understand the hidden reason. The hidden reason. Now the hidden reason is clear to all. Why should I speak about it? So the person who moved the point of order can tell us the hidden reason.
see the
Vijay Sardesai should tell us the hidden reason. That is what you are trying.
see the opposition also
And then
said.
see,
Without naming him,
you can also ask every MLA to give his opinion.
See,
Okay.
see,
Move the
Rupesh,
camera. Ask the 33 MLAs. All the 33 MLAs should keep so much chup. Are they not legislators?
see the
Who are they?
See, the opposition took a view that there should have been a vote on account for 3 months, and then we should have discussed the budget in the monsoon session.
Correct.
And then I think it was Vijay who said that this we did in 2013. Almost every year, the parliamentary calendar for the election year is different from normal years. Even at the parliament, the budget is presented in the budget session, but passed in the monsoon session. Because there is no time to discuss the budget, elections are on.
Okay.
So this is normally done in the 5th year. Even this year what they have done is, they presented the budget in 2024 and passed it in July. So the calendar for the election year and calendar for non-election year is different for parliament. And in 2013 that was the election year.
ओके आता विजयाच्या बाबतीन आम्ही उलयता आसतना ही विजय डिमांडेड दॅट वोट एन अकाउंट शूड बी पास्ड एंड बजेट शूड नॉट बी पास्ड दॅट ही पुटीन विजयाच्या आणि हाजे भितर फरक इतलोच आशिल्लो की वॉट एवर ही हॅड टू से ही सेड इट ऑन द फ्लोर ऑफ द हाऊस एंड दीस गायज सेड आउटसाइड द
let me react to that. बजेट पास करना की आपण वोट ऑन अकाउंट पास कर हे आणि एक म्हणल्यार कितें आनी असेंब्ली बंद उडय वोट ऑन अकाउंट पास कर बंद उडय सो वोट ऑन अकाउंट इज नॉट एन इनोवेशन पयलीं सांगलें खबर ना म्हाका
No.
इट इज नॉट एन इनोवेशन 2013 former minister Parikaran the innovation केलें it's not an innovation vote on account every year we have been presenting the budget passing the vote on account for 3 months discussing the budget in July because 3 महिने पैसे जाय मोडपाक सरकाराक सॅलरीज दिवपा जाय पेन्शन्स दिवपा जाय इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट करपा जाय सोशल वेलफेअर स्कीम्स आसात फिक्स्ड स्कीम सो दॅट इज अ नॉर्मल थिंग इट्स नॉट अ इनोवेशन ऑफ परिकर वोट ऑन अकाउंट इज नॉर्मल सो ना वोट ऑन अकाउंट केल्या जाता म्हणल्यार आनी मागीर असेंब्ली बंद उडयल्या जाता द क्वेश्चन इज why was the shutter drawn on the assembly what is the reason if it is model code of conduct that's why then it is a wrong reason it is a foolish reason don't fool the people
आणि एक
you give the correct reason
आणि एक सीएम
you don't say model code of conduct
आणि एक सीएमान सांगले पळय ते म्हणपा लागले की इफ आय डोंट पास द बजेट नाउ देन सून दी म्युनिसिपालिटी कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट
Okay, fine.
soon some other code of conduct will start so we will not be able to pass this in next 3-4 months
so who has told you not to pass the budget who has told you not to pass the budget why you are taking vote on account pass the budget no let the assembly go up to 27
after discussion you should pass
Yes,
the
pass the
budget
budget. What is the big
actually
thing?
speaking, there is absolutely no case for curtailing the house. Absolutely no. According to me, it is a mischief of the government in curtailing the house. And I again charge many of your media people for not taking it at the right time and giving a wrong impression to
No,
all
and
of
even
us.
now we are not taking it. Even now we are trying to justify. तरी पूण लोकां खातीर सरकारान केलां सरकाराक मॉडेल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट रेस्पेद दिवपाक जाय म्हणून सरकारान केलां एज इफ सरकार इज गोइंग टू रिस्पेक्ट एनीथिंग I mean
what we are trying to do right now is to get a real
No,
real view from you
No,
and usually you have to ask this question
according to
That
me,
is
there
okay.
cannot be a second view in this matter. It is a code which is not enforceable.
Okay.
All that the ministers have to do
I'm
is
asking you all
protect the honor of the election commission.
I'm asking you all the arguments which are made outside.
I know.
So I'm just representing.
No, तसे नाही.
Model code of conduct. model-
आणि एक आर्ग्युमेंट म्हणटा की आम्ही महाराष्ट्र म्हणटा आसतना त्याचे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स आर स्मॉलर म्हणजे वर्ड महाराष्ट्रा एक डिस्ट्रिक्टाक कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट लागता बाकीच्यांक काय लागना आमचे म्हणटा की 1/3 ऑफ साऊथ गोवा इज 1/3 ऑफ गोवा आफ्टर कुशावती इट कवर्स अ लार्जर
Yeah,
एरिया
I will tell you something else.
Yeah.
Finally, we have to find out whether, see, why the code of conduct? What mischief is the Election Commission of India is trying to prevent? What kind of mischief? As long as we prevent that mischief, the answer is different. And हांव हें कित्याक म्हणटा आतां इलेक्शन कमिशन ऑफ इंडियान कितें केलां इलेक्शन 4 एप्रिलाक काय कितें जाता केन्नाशें
9 एप्रिल
9 एप्रिलाक आनी ताजे काउंटिंग विल टेक प्लेस
May.
आफ्टर 1 month ऑलमोस्ट 1 month 4th May or whatever
4th May
आतां थियोरेटिकली दिस इज अ गुड केस थियोरेटिकली म्हणल्यार कितें because result at one place should not affect the voter in other place.
Influence. Yeah.
Influence. I fully agree with this, provided it was a general election in Goa. One Ponda election, will it influence a Davangere voter in a by-election? What stupidity! I mean, the election commission is a constitutional body, but they can also be stupid.
In doing this.
Of course, because it is election commission, we cannot say it is doing right. This is stupid. Why people should wait for the result? If it was general election in Goa, 40 constituencies, okay, kunchi party yata, it may influence Karnataka. But by-election hanga, and one by-election in Gujarat, one
Maharashtra, for example, it won't affect.
Can it remotely even influence? Remotely.
So it won't
आता
have any
हांगा हांगा शिकलो म्हणून मडगांव कोणा थंडी जातली तुका जावपाक शकता
लागी आसा म्हणून.
हय मडगांव जावपा ना न्ही सो इतली पसून इलेक्शन कमिशनाक कळना दे आर सो थियोरेटिकल this again I would say is foolishness. Taking any theory to extreme is madness.
Okay, last म्हाका एक सांगा under hypothetically कितें जावपाक जाय आशिल्लें if assembly had to continue.
Yes, assembly had to continue.
जाल्यार कितें जाता?
Yeah, the budget should have been discussed. The session should have gone as it was going on, and the ministers who are making assurances, giving assurances, should have taken little care in seeing to it that those assurances do not sway the Ponda electorate. That's all. Or rather, people do not have a right to complain to the election commission that the model code of conduct has been violated.
Okay.
Because they have made special assurances for Ponda. See, Tani Sangla that the model code is for candidates and parties. There is also a special section called party in power. Okay. What they should do, what they should not do. And in that, this whole question of making new financial grounds come.
Okay.
So this is so that Ponda electorate, so they, and finally, in a worst case scenario, he said that election commission does not bind the
legislature.
The legislature. In a worst case scenario, if a minister wants to make an announcement, a cabinet note could have been sent to the election commission for the approval. If in a worst case, I am not saying it should be done.
And then announced it. Sir, from your side, last. कितें जावपाक शकतालें if assembly was in session?
No, if assembly was in session, I think everything positive would have happened. Nothing negative would have happened. I mean, you are talking on the code of conduct, because see, there would be a question hour where people's problem will be discussed. And if suppose in a question hour, some one assurance has to be given, I mean, you give that assurance because it is not going to affect.
I would say if that assurance has to be given, say, which would affect Ponda Taluka, don't give that assurance.
No, that is fine. Yeah, correct. That is fine.
If Ponda votes sway the
how does it? Why does it stop the question hour? Why does it stop the
0 hour? So
I think it's swaying the electorate. I think is. I mean, we are taking it to extreme.
It's a myth.
Swaying. How do you sway the electorate? If we sway the electorate, if the ministers in the ruling side, if the chief minister visits Ponda and starts giving assurances,
then you sway the.
Then you can say there is a possibility of swaying the electorate.
But not in the house.
Not discussion in the house. Macro.
Discussion in the house would not in any way affect the partiality of the election.
I would say people will be laughing at us. The way our assembly is shut down and all other assemblies are working.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. तुम्ही वेळ दिला म्हणून. I know you had a busy schedule, but still they actually agreed to participate in this discussion rather than debate, because both of them are agreeing to certain one point. So we are not debating. We are discussion. Typically आम्ही ते गजाली म्हणून हांव तेच्याच खातीर दवरला. हब गजाली कित्याक आमी चड करून गजाली मारता, आमी झगडी करना हांगा. सो असेंब्ली कर्टेल करपाची गरज नाशिल्ली. असेंब्ली चालू दवरल्या जाल्यारूय चलताली. इट वुडंट स्वे ऑर डोंट डू एनीथिंग इट वूड स्वे दी पोंडा इलेक्टरेट. बाकीचे सगळे गजाली चालू आसपाक जाताल्यो. सो यू आर वॉचिंग हब गजाली ऑन युअर फेवरेट चॅनल गोवा न्यूज हब. कीप वॉचिंग.
अरे उस प्लान का क्या हुआ
इस वीकेंड पे चले क्या?
गाइस? हिमाचल और केरला?
नहीं यार, इट्स टू कोल्ड। तो फिर गोवा चले क्या?
ओके, लेट्स गो फॉर इट। डन?
डन।
फ्लाइट टिकट्स तो बुक हो गए हैं।
पर वहाँ घूमेंगे कैसे?
रेंट कार बुक करें?
ओके।
ओके। अरे यार, ये तो बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है।
अरे हाँ। गोवा है यार, बाइक ले लेते हैं।
ओके।
भैया हमें रेंट बाइक देखना है, कुछ नया, पावरफुल, स्टाइलिश।
कितना दिन के लिए चाहिए?
2 दिन के लिए।
तो ये वाला लीजिए, होंडा का डिओ 125
ओह नाइस।
The all-new Honda Dio 125. Bold design, powerful 125cc performance, and smooth rides made for Goa.
रेंट कार नहीं लिया, वो बेस्ट डिसीजन था।
बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल राइड थी
और काफी स्टाइलिश भी है।
और हैंडलिंग भी स्मूथ है।
ऑल्सो इट वॉज अ ग्रेट फन।
यस।
Honda Dio 125. Rent it, ride it, live Goa.